It had hurt too. They hadn't exactly fallen from the sky. He had just walked out from under a freeway overpass when the shoes hit him on the head. Stanley took it as some kind of sign. His father had been trying to figure out a way to recycle all the sneakers, and suddenly a pair of sneakers fell on the top of him, seemingly out of nowhere, like a gift from God. Naturally, he had no way of knowing they belonged to Cloudy Livingstone. In fact, the shoes were anything but sweet. Whoever had run had a bad case of foot odor. Stanley couldn't help but think that there was something special about the shoes, that they would somehow provide the key to his father's invention. It was too much of a coincidence to be a mere accident. Stanley had felt like he was holding Destiny's shoes. He ran. Thinking back now, he was not sure about why he ran. Maybe he was in a hurry to bring the shoes to his father, or maybe he was trying to run away from his miserable and humiliating day at school. A patrol car pulled alongside him. A policeman asked him why he was running. Then he took the shoes and made a call on his radio. Shortly thereafter, Stanley was arrested. It turned out the sneakers had been stolen from a display at a homeless shelter. That evening, rich people were going to come to the shelter and pay $100 to eat the food and the poor people ate every day for free. Cloudy Livingstone, who had once lived at the shelter when he was younger, was going to speak and sign autographs. His shoes would be auctioned, and it was expected that they would sell for over $5,000. All the money would go to help the homeless. Because of the baseball schedule, Stanley's trial was delayed several months. His parents couldn't afford a lawyer. "You don't need a lawyer," his mother said. "Just tell the truth." Stanley told the truth, of course, but perhaps it would have been better if he had lied a little. He could have said he found the shoes in the street, but no one believed they fell from the sky. It wasn't destiny, he realized. It was his no-good, dirty, rotten pig stealing great-great-grandfather. The judge called Stanley's crime despicable. The shoes were valued at over $5,000. It was money that would provide food and shelter for homeless. And you stole that from them just so you could have a souvenir. The judge said that there was an opening at Camp Green Lake, and he suggested that his discipline of camp might improve Stanley's character. It was either that or jail. Stanley's parents asked if they could have some fine more about Camp Green Lake, but the judge advised them to make a quick decision. Vacancies don't last too long at Camp Green Lake. The shovel felt heavy in Stanley's soft, flesh hands. He tried to jam it into the earth, but the blade banged against the ground and bounced off without making dent. The vibration ran up the shaft of the shovel and into Stanley's wrist, making his bones rattle. It was still dark. The only light came from the moon and the sky. More stars than Stanley had ever seen before. It seemed he had only just gotten to sleep when Mr. Pendanski came in and woke everyone up. Using all his might, he brought the shovel back down onto the dry lake bed. The first stung his hands but made no impression on the earth. He wondered if he had a defective shovel. He glanced at Zero, about 15 feet away, who scooped out a shovelful of dirt and dumped it on a pile that was already almost a foot tall.